So what do you see as the timeline? Do you have an idea of, are we looking at 2 years, 5 years, 10 years for this impact to come into our lives from a jobs perspective?
It's going to happen quickly. I think some people have expressed surprise that it didn't already happen, given ChatGPT was in December 2022. I think maybe 1 year is not enough time. I don't think it's going to take 10 years. I think it's going to happen much sooner than that. I'll just give you a real concrete example. The first thing is, I think, as my previous manager at Google was a gentleman named Ray Kurzweil, who's an inventor and quite visionary. And he always said that, the pace of technology and of artificial intelligence is exponential. And we understand what that word means, but we're not wired to do those kinds of future forecasts on something that's moving exponentially. We always think in linear terms. So a car's moving 70 mph, so in 2 minutes I can predict where it's going to be. So his point was the change always happens faster than what you realize. And when I started the company in 2020, we were focusing on using transformer-based neural networks for advanced information retrieval. We can find information across languages even. So if you put a query in English, we can find results in, let's say, Korean and Japanese. It's not a problem for our systems. I knew about generative AI because I had been working on some of those systems when I was in Google Research. But around 2020, it wasn't really ready for prime time. It hallucinated way too much. And my estimate was it's maybe 4 or 5 years out before that becomes ready for prime time. Despite understanding how exponential progress worked and all of that stuff, and having been inside research, I was surprised when ChatGPT came out in late 2022. Being a researcher in the field, I was surprised. So that's just a concrete example, and I think the change is going to come quicker than maybe many people realize.